0800 Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Khalid here with another episode of Whatever In It.
Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 Yo fam, whatever in it? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? 0800 Yo fam, whatever in it?
Yo! Wagwan. 0800 Yo fam, what's good, what's poppin'? I'm Khalid Omari, and welcome to this episode of 0800 Yo fam, whatever in it. Episode 77, not last month, last week was the biggest blip. That's a mad thing. Man was proper like in the throes of ambiguity, just chatting about my woes that I could not really be specific about, like on a level, like, you know, feelings towards work or whatever, and not really being able to balance my hobbies and my virtuous pursuits with my working life, like, is just causing a lot of distress, like, slyly. But, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even really be candid. And then to find out that I wasn't even recording, so that was a mad thing. So let me check. Okay, the logic screen, now it's recording. And that's all good. That's all good, you know. Like, that's the thing. When you're trying to do things in multimedia, sometimes things F up. I'm always someone that tries to keep it simple and stuff like that. But sometimes convolution, it can get like real... things just become really long, you know what I'm saying? So the title is in itself, is this recording? And yes it is, you know what I'm saying? We're approaching the final part of 2022, soon to be 2023, and I have embarked on yet another fitness journey. Start at the gym, you know what I'm saying? Like, as you may be aware or may not be aware, if this is your first time listening, like, I live with a condition called type 2 diabetes in it. And if it goes unmanaged, type 2 diabetes can lead on to things like heart disease through hypertension, high cholesterol that can rot out the arteries, the lining of that. So loads of different things, right? So a part of my prescribed diabetes life is I take 4 medications, and you know, I'm not the best at keeping to times with the medication, but ultimately I've started a fitness journey where I'm going back to the gym again. And the good thing is, with the gym that I go to, there are particular incentives with my membership in it. So there's a free health assessment, for example, and beyond the health assessment, there is a free gym program that they create you know what I'm saying? So what I've been doing for the past week or so is just doing these workouts. So I broke down the program into 4 different sessions. So I've got session 1, session 2, session 3, and the 4th session is like the end of week wrap up. So I've aimed to go 4 times a week, or work out 4 separate occasions using weights and whatnot. And last week was the first week, you know what I'm saying? And I think it went well. I only went into the gym maybe on 2 occasions, right? The 3rd occasion I was able to work out at home because I do have like a small set of dumbbells and shit. But for the weekly wrap up, I haven't got not even the equipment, but the space, and because I live on the upper ground, I don't want to be jumping up and down doing box jumps, and then the flat below me is just hearing doof 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 doof, because obviously man's a bit heavier than average, you get me? But it's felt good, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm gonna stick to it because I know what the benefits are, you know what I'm saying? And I've done this rodeo a bunch of times where, you know, it kind of gets a bit samey when I go to my diabetes checkups, because as a diabetic patient in the UK or within the constituency that I live in, their local health kind of set up around my doctor's surgery is prevention rather than prescribe. So I go to these checkups like every quarter. No. Yeah. Every 3 months. Right. So every quarter I go there and I take a blood test 2 weeks beforehand. Then I go to the appointment and we speak through my progress. Last year, December, I made a hell of a lot of progress. Man, cut out carbs totally. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then I was told, look, you don't have to take a blood test for like 6 months, right? And then we'll check your progress because you're doing so good. However, in that 6 months, the September blood test is always the mad thing, because obviously my girlfriend's birthday's the end of July, my birthday's in August, like just a whole heap of drinks and treats and rare. And I can't lie to you, I haven't been going to the gym as much, or I've been going to the gym hardly at all since I moved location for work and stuff like that. So it's like it's been good over the past week or so just to get back in the gym, or because I've been scheduling some of the workouts in my calendar, it's been enabling me to be like, all right, yeah, go and do your workout. Woo, woo, woo. All right, so you're working out now. Do you like stay away from the excess? Although, what I feel like what I need to get better at balancing that, if that's the case, is kind of what things trigger me to go into a slump or trigger me to, you know, snack or just trigger a slump. You know what I'm saying? And I can't lie. The very fact at the moment that I'm trying to balance my virtuals and my hobbies, yeah, with my working life and kind of what direction I'm going in my working life, it's almost as though this week it's put me in a bit of a, you know what I'm saying, like, and not to elaborate on the last episode or whatever, but it was just like how it's just trying to work out how to overcome when you feel like you're on a bit of a plateau or you need a change. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I overcome that? Because I'm starting to feel now how I kind of felt last year. You know what I'm saying? And yes, a change of scenery is great, XYZ, but it's almost as though you can pour in, but trying to reap the rewards of your potential, it's hard, man. I can't lie, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So I need to find a better way or research a better way at overcoming some of those triggers that trigger a spiral or a downturn. You know what I'm saying? Because as it so happens, like, man has spent like 2 days just totally like getting my energy back up again, because I felt so exhausted, I felt so run down. You know what I'm saying? And throughout that time I was like just doing a lot of thinking as well. So I really need to think about the next, say, 4 to 6 months, for example, because I need to figure out what's not serving me, what's going to serve me, and what opportunities do I need to create, or what paths do I need to pursue in order to kind of tip the scales of balance into doing things that I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That I never get tired of and stuff like that. Because at the moment, sometimes, not even sometimes, but I feel as though I'm not on a clear path. And as much as I've been reading a lot, I've been studying a lot, and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, and I've been creating and been in a mindset of abundance and, you know, trying to make things happen. I just feel like there's a portion that makes up some of my life that isn't going there. And it's almost as though if it's not in the same direction, and it can make me feel as though I kind of need to take 48 hours just to not do anything, yeah, just to rebuild back up because I'm so exhausted. I think something needs to change out of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the next few months, etc., are going to look very different. You know what I'm saying? They are going to look very different. That's my hope, that's my aim, and that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? It will be nice to hear like how you overcome like different trials and tribulations and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's been the theme over, say, 4 to 6 episodes now. Just overcoming. You know what I'm saying? Just overcoming stuff. Like, because sometimes it can be a bit stressful. Like, when your schedule is just kind of all over the gaff. Like, lots of lates. Not being able to spend time with your loved one. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to balance spending time with your loved ones outside of commuting, outside of, like, giving of yourself so much each day, and then not having the energy to work on your virtues, like your hobbies, like what makes you you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the imbalance that I'm finding at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Feeling guilty if I work on my hobbies because I haven't spent enough time with my partner, because like the working day, my day job is just so like so I kind of need to find a way to zen out and balance everything on an even keel, because at the moment there's an imbalance there. You know what I'm saying? And there shouldn't really be an imbalance, but I can sense it and I know it's there. You know what I'm saying? And then there's the question of things like knowing what your potential is and whether you're remunerated for the skill set that you have or the potential skill set that you have, and not knowing what path or position to pursue. Because I'll keep it real and I'll be honest with all of you, like, I love what I do, don't ever get it twisted, but I know that I'm destined for more. And then when I look at alternatives, I just look at something on a piece and I'm like, nah, I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like Rome wasn't built in a day, and things don't happen overnight. But I just feel like I'm at the end of a particular course. You know what I'm saying? And I need to level up. Or I'm going to level up. I am determined to level up somehow, some way. And when I do level up, it would be within my field. And I looked into the etymology of the word passion, which means a suffering. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say I'm not going to pursue a passion, but my virtue, like, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard, man. It's hard. It's so hard, because sometimes I'll be in some spaces and whatnot, and, you know, code switching, and I just find it so exhaustive. You know what I'm saying? I find it so exhaustive, and it feels like I'm trying to find me in that process. You know what I'm saying? So I know, like, you know, impatience can breed the anxiety and whatnot, and I'm not anxious in the slightest, but I just feel like what I thought was an impatience is probably not an impatience. It's just I need to grow into who I know I am and could be. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it is. And it's okay. It's okay wanting to grow. It's okay wanting to stretch yourself. It's okay, you know what I'm saying, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations to do so. But the frustration lies within when you are in situations that require a mold that you don't fit. And it's not an inferior thing. It's just that's not your situation. You're a disruptor. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I've literally spent something like the last 48 hours just in my crib, just, you know, re-energizing. You know what I'm saying? And obviously on the news and on the TV, it's been all about the death of the monarch. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a big royalist or monarchy person, but she seemed like a cool person, and yeah, to be honest, I do like the pomp and pageantry that goes with all of these things, but you know, all of us have lived with the Queen being head of state, and it's, you know, I'm not going to say that that's fed into some of my gloom, but going back to my original point about managing my health, etc., I just really need to find a more effective way at kind of navigating triggers to particular things. So if I have an exhaustive week within the day-to-day, or an exhaustive day or something like that, like, it can't spill over into other areas, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I need to really level up and put myself into a position, an environment where I can explore my virtues, you know what I'm saying, and really live this stuff. Really live the life of a podcaster, a poet, you know what I'm saying, a writer, you know what I'm saying, a creative. Really live that life day in, day out, you know what I'm saying, because there's only so much time you can pretend, there's only so much time you can buy time, there's only so much time where you can walk the tightrope between the two worlds, you know what I'm saying. I'm someone that is myself unapologetically, and it is becoming harder and harder to kind of do the polite balancing act, you know what I'm saying. It's getting very, very, very difficult. So let's see how it unfolds, man. Let's see how it unfolds. You know, I know this time of year, it's always pensive, you know what I'm saying? It's always pensive, and a lot of the time, post birthday season, when I've had a lot of time off, you know what I'm saying? It's always a lot more reflective, but that comes with the territory, because I'm forecasting, I'm thinking about what my next 365 looks like. Where is the next destination for me? You know what I'm saying? Within the next 4 to 6 months, what's the game plan? When I get what is the milestone, what I've been waiting for, what happens next? You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that mindset of forecasting forward, you know? But thank you for tuning in. See you on the next one. 0800 Yo fam, what's good, what's popping? I'm Khalid Omari. This is the 0800 Yo fam, whatever in it podcast. You've watched this on Cali Vision. Peace.